LIGHTFALL dropped in a little over a week, and with it will come the removal of all seasonal activities from every season released from the Witch Queen era. The big worry that this has brought is what will happen to all the weapon patterns that drop from these activities. However, Bungie confirmed in the January 26th TWAB that going to LIGHTFALL's launch will be able to focus one deep sight weapon per seasonal vendor a day, meaning the patterns are easier to get. Today I wanted to compile a small list of must-have crafted weapons going into LIGHTFALL. With that being said, I'm SniperKH and let's dive into it. Let's kick this thing off with what I believe is the best auto rifle in the game, Sweet Sorrow. Sweet Sorrow is a 720 RPM auto rifle that I have talked about a lot on this channel, and for good reason, as this auto rifle is amazing in all facets of PvE. It comes from the PsyOps Battleground playlist and can be focused through the loot table in the helm. When it comes down to perks, you can get your hands on some great combos, with my choice being Stats for All and One for All, although auto-loading or triple tap in column 3 and Vorpal in column 4 is a great role as well. Would definitely recommend crafting this thing ASAP. The next weapon to focus on getting is the Callus mini tool. I've mentioned this weapon time and time again, and for good reason. I think it is fairly safe to say that this is the best PvE SMG in the game, although one other SMG might be giving this one a run for its money. Don't worry though, we'll cover that SMG later in the video. Back to the Callus mini tool, this 900 RPM SMG comes from the Season of the Haunted seasonal vendor in the helm, alongside the hidden opulent chest on the derelict Leviathan. The reason why this SMG gets so much love is thanks to its access to Incandescent, which is a phenomenal perk in Destiny 2 PvE, as it allows ad clearing to be easier than ever before. Pair this with either Threat Detector or my personal favorite, Unrelenting, and you will literally be unkillable. Moving on to the next weapon, we have the Tarnished Metal. The Tarnished Metal is a 200 RPM lightweight frame scout rifle, which can be focused through the star chart in the helm, while also dropping from the Catch, Crash, and Expedition activities, although I would just recommend focusing it since those two activities are absolute snooze fests. Now, there are two reasons as to why I'm recommending this weapon. Number one, it is a part of, in my opinion, the best scout rifle archetype in the game, being the lightweight frame, which makes it feel smooth to use. Reason number two, it has fantastic perks for both low-end and high-end PvE content, with Demolitionist and Volt Shot being great for low-end PvE content, and Rapid and Explosive Payload being a great pick for higher-end PvE content. You cannot go wrong with this scout rifle even if you tried. I'd highly recommend getting this thing and not missing out because it is amazing. The next weapon to point out might seem like a pick out of left field, but hear me out. The next weapon is the Path of Least Resistance, and the reason why I'm recommending this weapon is due to the fact that the double special weapon loadout is continuously becoming a more popular option for loadouts in the current meta, and trace rifles fit into that well, since they can be treated as a primary weapon thanks to their abundance of ammo. This weapon drops from the Heist Battleground activity and from the seasonal vendor in the helm, and it comes with a pretty great combo of perks of Subsistence and Volt Shot. Now, those who may be familiar with these perks may call me out, since these two perks do not synergize well, as Subsistence reloads the weapon off of a kill, but this reload does not proc Volt Shot, and while that is true, it is not too difficult to just fire off a shot or two and then reload to proc Volt Shot. Regardless, I'd recommend getting this weapon ASAP as it's a bit of a sleeper pick. The sort of final weapon I wanted to mention is the Aikilos SMG. If you've been a viewer of my channel for a while, then you'll know that I've commonly recommended this weapon, and even if you're not a frequent viewer, you're probably well aware of this weapon's power. It's one of the best, if not the best feeling 750 RPM SMGs in the game, and it comes with amazing perks. It can roll with Feeding Frenzy and Volt Shot, which when paired together makes for an absolute monster of a weapon. This weapon drops from War Mine nodes around Europa, the Moon, Seraph Station, and more locations, but most importantly, it can drop from the Season of the Seraph vendor and the helm, so get it if you haven't. Now, as a nice way to round this video out, I wanted to mention 3 weapons that may be worth your time, assuming you've gotten every weapon I mentioned above. For starters, we have the Thoughtless, which is a great sniper that comes with Enhanced Overflow, a perk that can make the sniper have a ridiculous magazine size, and it can be paired with either Firing Line or Focus Fury for insane damage, with even more coming in Lightfall. It drops from the PsyOps Battlegrounds activity alongside with the War Table in the helm, so go get it if you've gotten everything above. The second weapon to mention is the Tears of Contrition Scout Rifle from Season of the Haunted. It is a 180 RPM scout rifle, which is still a good archetype for scouts if you're not a fan of the 200 RPM scout rifles. It drops from the Nightmare Containment activity alongside with the Crown of Sorrows in the helm, so go get it. The final honorable mention is the Brigand's Law, which is a 450 RPM sidearm, which comes with a Feeding Frenzy Volt Shot combo that everyone loves. The only reason I didn't suggest this weapon up front is due to the fact that it is a sidearm, and sidearms just don't interest me, but I can't lie, this one has a lot going for it, so get it if it appeals to you. Well, that will wrap up this video. If you think I missed a weapon, then be sure to drop a comment below so others can see your suggestions, as there are a lot of great seasonal weapons from this year, but I wanted to pick the best of the best in my opinion. Anyways, if you found it helpful, then consider dropping a like and subscribing for more Destiny 2 content dropping every week. If you want to come watch me live and hang out with me, or if you have a question regarding anything Destiny related, then stop by my streams that happen right here on YouTube. Finally, follow me on all my social media platforms, all linked in the description below. With that being said, I'm SniperKH, and I'm out. Good luck with gaming.